Go. You're right, guys, and welcome to the first official Mascot Gaming Drift Tournament. I'm here with Mark. You there, Mark?
I am indeed. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad over here. Whereabouts are we then, Mark?
We're on Catalunya National, going the wrong way around. We're about the first quarter of the track, or maybe third of the track, I'd say. It's a tricky little layout we came up with, mostly downhill, which has been catching a few of them out.
Yeah, I've heard a few complaints from the, well, let's say nagging or whinging from the contestants. It's definitely on the last
I don't think
section.
Yeah, well, it's mostly all downhill, so there is a heavy braking point into the first section, but because you're downhill, you've got momentum and gravity behind you, which kind of sucks you in out wide, technically. So,
well, should we jump into qualifying and let's see how they do?
Yeah, let's see how they adjust. They have had practice runs, so we'll see if they've learned anything, we'll see.
Well, see you there, guys. Right, guys, we're here with Dreyer on his first qualifying run. What's he in, Mark?
It is a Pontiac GTO with, I believe what he said is about 500 odd horsepower, so yeah, it's enough.
Starts initiation.
Oh, I think he lied because nice against that.
Judging the track, not bad. Oh, it's not a too bad run. Apart from a bit of lag, but
no.
He is from another country.
Oh yeah, those other countries, you know.
And he's run over. Triumph in his Pontiac Solstice. What do you reckon he's going to do with this weapon?
I have not got a clue, actually. It's not really my kind of preferred choice, so I don't know what they can do, but he's quite good through the first section, though, I have to admit. And there, he is getting all his clips. Could have been a bit wider on that turn, but
it's not too bad a run.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No, for his first run, good solid score on the board, which is what he wants, I'm sure, so quite good.
Right, we're on board with GT500 in his, is it an old teaser? Yeah. Ooh, bit of lag over there.
Yeah, that has a...
Completely goes off the track to come back on.
Or was that lag?
Yeah, a bit of lag. There we go.
He should be foot down, but... Okay. Now here we go.
Doesn't hit that first point as well as it should have.
He's out there for the fifth, though.
It's a good run over.
Across the line.
We're drifting his 240 SX. Who's he representing, Mark?
Oh, some Mascot gaming crowd. Never heard of them. This is our protege, everybody.
Let's see what we can do here. That's quality one.
Yeah. I suppose. Let's see how we get on. I don't know much about his car, actually. He kept it all quite secretive.
Yeah, it wasn't very open.
So.
He's initiated. Nice first clip.
Nice flick.
Across the set, which is not a losing point.
A bit shallow on the third, though. Could be a small bit wider, but he got there halfway through.
Bit of a dirt drop on his entry to that last corner, but that's a run over.
That's a solid run there. The boys will be happy. Whoever they are.
This Toyota Celica. Not the biggest choice, I'd have thought.
No, but out of all the cars we have, though, no two are identical. They all have their own little character, which is good.
Too good on the first clipping point.
A bit wide. Quite nice for the second, though. Around the final bend. I'd be happy with that if I was
bit
him.
of an average run on it. So we're on board with Dragon Master. What's he in, Mark? Is it Buick Regal, I think?
It looks like one with what looks like a full Forza Aero setup, so he must be expecting
Some serious
something.
angle.
Yeah.
Not too much on the first
Or
or the second, really.
no. I know he was complaining of problems during practice, so these could be lingering issues that he has. He's more so driving around this one. Maybe just getting a feel for the car. They change something.
Right, run over. Right, so we're on board with the GT5. Here we go. Is it? No, sorry, it's the Pontiac GTO. I don't know what I was quite going on about.
Dryer. Into his run. Let's see how he goes. Nice angle on clip 1. And clip 2. Actually, this is looking good so far.
3 quite close. 4 definitely was on top of
Clip
it.
4 will give a wheel drop.
Overall, quite a good run, I thought.
No, it was good. It was be interesting to see if it's an improvement on his first. So
Let's see the next one.
let's wait and hope.
We're on board with Triumph again in his solstice.
Yeah, had a good first run, so let's see if he can improve on it, or well, yeah, improve on it. What I'm saying.
Initiation. Quite a good clipping point there on the first. A bit wide on the second. Nowhere near the third.
He came in a bit too hot. Sacrificed it.
Scrubbing off the speed. It's quite hard
Still
for
though.
the transition. We're on the last corner.
Yeah, well, it's a mostly downhill track, so you have momentum and gravity behind you. So
Right, and run over. Right, we're on board with Drift again in his 240SX, representing Mascott Engineering. So,
other one.
one of them. Starting into his run.
Go. You like doing that flick? A lot of angle.
A lot of angle. It's good. Good first flipping point.
Stay there. I think that's the most angle we've seen all day so far. This shadow coming in though. Got the outside apex up, and he's holding it.
Definitely, he'll be pleased with that one, definitely.
I should imagine so. I think I can see him fist pumping right in there as he spins out.
Who we got next? Right, so we're on GT500 again in his Altezza.
He must be running either a lot of money himself or a low budget because he's not sponsors. Again, he's late coming out of the 50. I don't know what. He obviously finds it more comfortable for himself.
Yeah, or somebody's told him wrong.
There is that, yeah. Nice start to the run though, getting through it. Slight, bit of a wheel drop coming through 4 and 5. Bit shallow coming through it and up 6 nicely.
Nice run over.
Yes.
Right, on board with Frosty and his Celica again.
He's, I don't know what he's done to the back of it.
Done some damage. I don't know if that was on some going back to the start line.
Yeah.
Not a bad first clipping point, to be honest.
Nice angle.
Shame he
Oh, he's overcooked it.
bit of a spin out. But,
He'll be disappointed with that, rely on his first run now.
oh, and again he's gone. Right, so let's see who we got next.
I thought the run was done anyway.
Bought the Buick again.
I think they've been trying to fix it because the front of it looks like it's bashed in.
That'd explain the Celica,
Maybe you have. That's good. It could fix his power problems. You never know. Let's see how he gets on.
As good as we've been seeing all day.
No. You'd wonder whether he is having car trouble or.
I think the car's completely too stiff for him. Well, that's the end of the qualifying sessions, and put the results up on the next page. See you in the finals.
Alright.
We were on board with Frosty and Dragon for their first battle. Bit of a mix-up in it, Mark.
Just a bit, yeah. They didn't have the smoothest of qualifying each, so they're battling over 5th and 6th, but you know, there's still pride and bragging rights here between the two of them, so let's see how they get on.
bit wide from the Buick.
Dragon has two of them really. I would say personally, Buick is. I think he's having problems with his car or something because I don't know, he's a bit all over the place on that one.
Yeah, it's not the best for him. I don't know. Right, so the results of that first run was a Frosty on the first, a Frosty on the second, and a Frosty on the third. So over those 3 corners, the Celica pulls it through. But I definitely think that Buick's having problems, don't you think, Mark?
Definitely, yeah, he's been having trouble, I think, getting through the course all day, so there has to be some issues with the car somewhere. It's just he's not finding the problems when he goes back to the
Let's
garage.
see if he's got any better luck in round 2.
Yeah.
Right, we're on board with the Buick and the Celica again. So this is the second run of the first battle. His fingers.
Hopefully they'll.
Yes, hopefully this Buick will pull something out of the back.
Yeah. I'm not holding much hope though. He's been struggling all day with something under that car.
Definitely, yeah.
They both run off,
shows that they're definitely struggling.
Yeah, although they both run off, so is there something on the track? Maybe we'll have to get that checked for the next one.
I think they've. It's just been voted. It's going to be a rerun. Let's flip over and have a look.
Okay.
Cars are all lined up, and off they go for the rerun of run 2.
What was the result of track inspection? Was there anything there?
I don't think it was. I think it's just the 2 cars just very much struggling today, but the call was already made, so we couldn't not stand by it. Ooh, Buick kicking out definitely there.
True. They're both. It seems to be where one goes off, the other follows.
Bit of a spin off from the Buick there.
Yeah. He has problems too.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll be looking to bounce back next time.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at the results. So the judges' results from that rerun was a Frosty on turn 1, Frosty on turn 2, and a rerun on the third. But the Buick kind of spun it, so it's been shot over. So Frosty is the winner. So that brings Frosty up to 6th place. Sorry, 5th place, and Dragon to 6th, which meaning we'll be on to the next battle, Battle 2, with GT500 and Dreyer. So let's see you guys there. Right, so we're on board with GT500, and he's battling up against Dreyer, who's in the Pontiac. So, are they all ready to go?
Two of more kind of traditional drift cars as opposed to what we were just watching in the previous battle.
Yeah, something you'd kind of definitely see.
You expect to see, yeah. Let's see how they get on.
Oh, definitely more angle than the last 2.
Just a bit.
Definitely matching each other's run. So bit of a dirt drop on the old Pontiac.
Alteza minus a slight bit of lag.
A little bit more.
Quite a good
Let's
run.
go to the judges and see what the results were. Right, guys, the results from that first run was a turn 1. What was that, Mark? That was a rerun, I think, what?
A rerun, yeah. They were fairly unsetterable through that. So
turn 2 was a GT. It went to GT500 because I think the Dry had a bit of a dirt drop, and the last corner actually went to Dreyer because he just had a better flow through the corner. So I think that made it into a rerun. But unfortunately, we couldn't get the reruns on footage. So
damn you, corrupt files.
The rerun went through, and the results from that one, we had GT500. First corner he won, second corner he won, third corner it didn't really matter. So that's run 1 to GT500. So let's let them swap positions and see what happens there. Right, so we're on board with Dreyer and GT500 making their second run. Down the control. That's not a bad entry into the first corner. Ooh, Dreyer made it a bit of a...
No, I'm focusing on GT 500 here more so. That's where my camera is, but he's getting a good run out of it. Looking from behind, seems Dreyer's...
Yeah, he's made a bit of a...
There's a gap between them, but he seems to be following the line though, for the most part.
So, well, I've got the results from the judges. The first corner, sorry, is a GT500 because Dreyer he just didn't really drift around that corner. Second corner went to GT500 because obviously Dreyer lost all his momentum. So that's the second run to GT500. So GT500 gets himself the third position, and Dreyer follows up with the fourth. So we're on board for the third battle, run 1, and we would drift and triumph. See what they can make of it. They ranked quite highly in the qualifying, so in for the initiation.
Number 1 and 2 qualifiers, so
not too bad. Definitely fantastic lines.
Yeah, they seem to. Well, obviously they had the track nailed most between the 6 of them because they're the top 2 qualifiers, but they're both done that nearly picture perfect, I would call it.
Let's have a look at the results.
Getting all their clips.
Right, guys, we're here from the judges. The first corner went to drift. Second corner went to drift because the Triumph had a bit of a dirt drop, and the third corner ended up in a tie. So the last corner didn't really mean anything, but yeah, drift 1 up from the Triumph. Nice. Right, we're on board for run 2 of the third battle between Drift and Triumph. After many a rerun, this is the one we've dwindled it down to. Oh,
let's see how they get on.
Collision from Triumph there to the back end of Drift's car.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to upset any of them though, which is the main part.
Drift definitely on that back
close
row.
Proximity.
Perfect. Well, I do have the results. The results from the first corner was Drift after that bit of a collision. Second corner was a rerun, and the third corner was Drift. So that puts Drift in first place and Triumph in second, which concludes our Drift tournament. And in order, we have Drift in 1, Triumph in second, GTE 500 in third, Dreyer in fourth, Dragon in sixth, and Frosty in fifth. That was a bit of a mix up there. So thanks for showing up, guys, thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy, and hopefully there'll be many more. I'm sure there will, won't there, Mark?
They're in the plans, yeah. We kind of done this as a bit of a kind of test to see how it goes, but we know where we need to improve now, so hopefully we can have another one and make it better.
Even better. Right, guys, it's bye from Dan.
And bye
See
from
you later,
Mark.
guys.